sunflowers fell over in my garden, so I felt like cutting them would be nice and to take them into the studio as the first set of flowers to enter here. This will invite them to have their last bloom. Alright, welcome in the new studio. This is my new workplace. We moved the table yesterday. It's very heavy. Wasn't fun. I'm really happy it fit the elevator because otherwise we would have had to carry it up 5 stories, and I could barely lift it with my partner across the hallway, so that was not gonna work. I finally have like this landing spot, and I really noticed that I missed having a place to just put my stuff and my bag, and then the rest of the day I would be lost because I didn't have my morning routine. I'm really a creature of habit apparently, so that's just something that confirms it again. I have some businessy stuff to do, like order some things and even just organizing even more paper here and moving it to the top floor, but then I just want to paint today. I want to have a creative day. I haven't had a creative day in some time, and that's just what we're gonna do today. I made some stretchers yesterday so I could put the linen on them today, so I'm gonna do that in a bit, and then I'm just gonna start one of my paintings, one of my sketches that I have, and just put it on there, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I ordered this a really long time ago, and I only just noticed that it's really thin, and I am not 100% sure if this is already prepared with a clear gesso or if I need to prepare it myself with gesso. It might be, because it seems very waxy, but if I need to prepare it, I can't paint today at all because I'm gonna have to check my order history. Unprepared, so I'm gonna have to gesso it. But I guess, you know, that's just gonna be it today, and it's just gonna take some time, you know? What I've been wanting to have all this time, but I couldn't do this without this equipment because I just can't stretch it far enough. And you know, I had to have this diamond shape in there, so I knew it was going to be tight enough, but I just never had it tight enough. was not super happy with the result. There were still some wrinkles that I wanted to be gone, but I've never prepared my own canvases before. I've always bought prepared linen and then stretched that, and that always worked out. So this was a completely new process for me. And since then, I've actually read a lot about it and how it actually should work, and I completely missed one step, and that was glue. It doesn't necessarily have to be glue, but if you don't use it, you need to kind of prepare it in a different way, and I didn't know that at the time. So these canvases, they work, but they could have been 100% better if I knew exactly what I had to be doing. Do you know the feeling of having such a busy period of time, then a month passes and you can't really recall what happened? Like it all feels like this distant memory already. I kind of compare it to being a kid when everything is new and everything makes an impression. As I get older, there's less new things to discover, so my experience feels more muted in a way, more calm. This month felt like I was living life in full HDR color explosion XXL, and it exhausted me. In a good way, but I still feel like my battery has been drained. I always try to incorporate new experience to get that excited feeling. When an opportunity scares me at first, I say yes. Because when I face that fear, it always turns out to be fine. Trusting your talents, as Julia Cameron from The Artist's Way would say. After settling in the studio for a week, me and my studio mate also had an open atelier planned. Not something I'd recommend while you're still moving, but it was a great way to speed up the process and give priority to hanging paintings. I trusted my talents by saying yes to hosting a portrait painting workshop in my new studio. I hadn't moved in fully yet and had to fix a way to get all the painting materials and create seating and places to work and everything that involved hosting a workshop. I was stressed for weeks for a 3-hour workshop, but I did it anyway. I'm proud of myself for making it work. I've been teaching for about 4 years now, but it's always been at a different location, so it feels a little bit less personal. Somehow inviting people to my personal space felt really different. What you see me doing here is I'm preparing a goodie bag every participant received after the workshop. It has some painting materials, some prints and vouchers for my own online lessons in it. I love creating little extras like this, which is also why I want to start hosting workshops in my own space, because there's a lot more control over what you put out. So in a few hours, there's going to be a group of 16 people having a portrait workshop by me, portrait painting workshop. I don't know what it is, but I have been feeling over prepared. Like I feel like the first time I ever taught a lesson, like nervous. Maybe it's because it's a new environment, because I know like I taught a lesson yesterday of the full day. I'm not nervous at all anymore. I guess I always have that when I do a new thing, so I am 100% sure that I can entertain a group of 16 people with a 3-hour painting workshop. But somehow, I don't know, I am excited though, now. I wasn't excited yesterday. Yesterday I just wanted it to be over, but now I am excited to see what kind of group will walk in. This month felt like I was living as someone else. It was great, it was fulfilling, but I'm okay with having a calm, one new experience at a time life back. I also noticed I wasn't painting as much as I wanted, so I've started my mornings by painting first. It doesn't matter how long, sometimes I give up after 10 minutes and sometimes those 10 minutes lead into a few hours of painting. But every day gets better by putting those first strokes down, even if they're not good. If I feel like I have to do client work, painting first. If I feel like I've been neglecting my marketing, painting first. It always makes me feel better. Hello, it's future me. We have reached 1,000 subscribers, which is insane. So glad that all of you are here. I just wanted to take this opportunity to tell you that I also have a Patreon. You can find the link in my bio. This video isn't sponsored, so I'm just doing this all in my own time. And if you would like to support it a little bit more, you can check that out below. I share monthly art lessons on there, behind the scenes. Sometimes you get early access to these kind of videos. And we also have a work in progress chat where we can share our own progresses and sketches and sketchbooks and ideas. And I would love to grow that Patreon community a lot more in the future. So yeah, maybe I'll see you over there, and otherwise we're getting back to the video right now. If you saw my last 2 studio vlogs, you might know that I'm working my way through The Artist Way by Julia Cameron. You'll also see some footage of a hiking trip I took at the end of September. It's a 12-week program to recover your creative self, your inner child basically, and it's been apparently getting a lot of attention on TikTok and YouTube. At the time of this video releasing, I'm in week 12, taking my time, sometimes redoing certain weeks if I feel like I haven't given it the attention it deserves. I'd like to do a separate video to talk about the insight it has given me, but for now I'll recite something I wrote in my morning pages on a bad day. I cannot move myself today. I read something about not all days being happy days, and seeing that gratitude in every day is the best way to go around that. And I guess that is it. I'm happy for being able to feel this way and not having to force myself doing anything. I'm happy seeing there's sunshine that shines perfectly through my window and reflecting in my face. I'm happy that I have time. I will put on some pants and go buy some good bread. I'll make my favorite lunch, a tuna melt. I'll be nice to myself. If there's anything I've learned from the past 11 weeks, it's that nothing good comes from being mean to me. Everything comes from tenderness and care. I had to wear my winter coat for the first time, and you can see your breath on the street, and it's getting really dark in the studio. I had to get a screwdriver to install some lights under the second story. That's what I'm gonna do today. I have a really late start. I didn't really feel like going to the studio today, but I have an appointment at 3, so I had to go. But I think that's gonna be my main job, and then I hope we're gonna install some lights in the coming weeks. It's super. So this table is going to move upstairs, but not yet. And then this is going to be our workshop area, which is why we wanted the light. And we're going to paint that thing over there as well, so it doesn't have the yellow feeling. But I'm really happy that there's some light now here finally. I'm heading out to go for a walk, but I painted this last week. And I'm actually really happy about how it looks so far, because I remember I didn't have any lights, so I had this big panel of lights set up and I couldn't really see what I was doing. So I was kind of feeling sketchy about this whole part, but I'm actually really liking it. It's really soft and textured at the same time, so I really want to work on this part when I get back. And make this a little bit sharper as well. So, because that's the parts that are missing yet, but I actually think I'm not going to do a lot more about this because I really, really like it. Thank you for staying until the end. Subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I want to specifically thank my patrons Gina, Irma, Jessica and Claudia that supported me over there during filming this. See you next time.